Oh, would you look at that? My opponent has a full OU team and I have a Flareon. What is balance? What's sparking, everybody? I'm DJ Sparker, aka Demo, and welcome back to the Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battle. This team is interesting. I have a team built around Guts Flareon with sticky web support. And yeah, this battle is interesting to say the least. I kinda made some bad plays in the beginning, then my opponent made some, and it just has to be seen. So, without further ado, let's start the battle. So, I don't really have a good answer to Landorus on this team. I do have Chesnaught, but Venusaur could just come in and just completely wall my Chesnaught, so I decided to lead with good old Mimi here. And yeah, my opponent does lead Landorus, which makes me believe that it is like standard defensive rock setter Landorus. And I just go ahead and Mega Ball right here and go for Hyper Voice. If he wants to set up rocks, then I do 2-hit KO it with the Hyper Voice, and I am running Focus Blast on this Gardevoir. Well, this is my only Mega Gardevoir, but I should stop talking. So my opponent actually reveals that he's Choice Scarfed, and that is something you rarely see these days, so it genuinely caught me off guard. And my opponent goes on to Magearna, which can wall me. This thing was revealed Assault Vest later on, so yeah, it can really take up hits. Unfortunate for me. So I really don't want to take a Flash Cannon, so I go into my specially defensive Excadrill right here, and I do eat up this hit. And yeah, but I do scare it out. I can't scare this Magearna out, but my opponent does have a Defog Zapdos ready to defog away my hazards. Well, my rocks that I can set up with this Excadrill. And that's kind of why I didn't lead off with Smeargle, because I don't like setting up hazards with Smeargle until my opponent doesn't have a defog or a spinner anymore. So that is a reason why I kept my Smeargle for later. Well, I guess I could have let off with it if I had a Bisharp or Ghost type to spin block and punish defoggers, but yeah, I don't have that on this team, so yeah, that sets me back a little. So my opponent could have Heat Wave to hit me hard on this with my Excadrill, so I go into my Dragonite, and my opponent does get away my hazards, so that's unfortunate. This Dragonite is Z Thunder Punch, because this team is kind of weak to Celesteal on top of Feeny. So that is the thing I run. I just set up a Dragon Dance here because I kind of want to break through the Zapdos and finish it off, so it can't defog away the sticky webs. So he goes for Thunderbolt. I'm guessing he doesn't have HP Ice, or maybe he was just scouting for the weakness policy. Maybe, not sure. So he goes on to his Landorus, which doesn't really want to take a neutral Dragon Claw that well, because again, it's not defensive, it's running offensive Choice Scarf. So this actually does a decent amount. It does over half, a little bit over half, which is really nice. I wanted to switch out expecting a Stone Edge to come from this thing, but he actually made the double into Magearna expecting another Dragon Claw, but I didn't do that. I went into my Chesnaught to eat up a Stone Edge, and hoping to get off a Leech Seed on something that wasn't the Venusaur. Whoops. So I go right back into my Excadrill and hoping to take another Flash Cannon or Floor Cannon, but my opponent catches me and goes for the Focus Blast. That's not good. That's very bad. Very bad, since I don't really have much else to take care of this Magearna. So, Special Defense drop. You never really see Focus Blast do that because he never really hit it. So, yeah, my opponent just goes right back into the Zapdos. I could have set rocks up again, but I kind of wanted to just make sure this Magearna didn't try to set up on me, even though I knew it was probably Assault Vest. I just didn't want to risk it setting up, so I went for the Earthquake. I'm making really bad plays in this battle, so yeah, this is not very good. I did say that Excadrill took care of Magearna, but yeah, I decided to let it go down because I just gave up. I'll be honest, halfway into this battle, I just ended up giving up, and yeah, that's well, I guess you should never give up like in the middle of a battle, because there are still possibilities of where you can win. In most cases, I just went into Dragonite again to Dragon Claw, getting as much damage as off as I could on this thing, because it's very bulky and annoying. So why the hell not? I'm about to die on this turn anyway. I just go for the Z Thunder Punch. I don't remember what the names are. I just say Z, whatever move the Z move is based off of, because I can't remember the Z move names. Gigavolt Havoc right there. Gigavolt Havoc right there. I don't know. I can never remember the Z move names for the most part. I don't know. So that does as much as a neutral Dragon Claw, which is funny. My opponent roosts off all that damage, which is annoying, very annoying. But if I can just get the Zapdos low, Mimi can take care of it with the Hyper Voice, so that's nice. Thankfully he actually goes for Thunderbolt right here, and his own Rocky Helmet takes me out, so he doesn't get any HP back. So that's nice. It's very nice. So Hyper Voice can take care of this Mimi. Wait, Hyper Voice can take care of this Zapdos. Not trying to hit myself or anything. So my opponent goes out into Heatran, which is a very good play. This might be special defensive Heatran, maybe. If it was, I was kind of expecting my Hyper Voice to do less, to be honest, considering it just times 4 resist. But I do have the Focus Blast on my Gardevoir, as I said before, and assuming I can land it, I don't actually think if this thing is special defensive, it does knock it out from this range. But I actually get a crit, which is really nice. It really helps out in the long run. Very nice. Oh, look at Mimi putting in work, picking up where the team was left off. So he goes onto his Scarf Landorus, which is very, very annoying. Scarf Landorus is really like nothing you see these days, so you don't really prepare for it. I mean, I'm glad I at least have Chesnaught here, so that is very nice. Damn it, that's my cat. So he goes for a U-turn on my Chesnaught, as it's a very nice play, and he goes out into Magearna. Now I really don't want to take a Floor Cannon, so I don't really think... Riley. I don't know if she's being picked up in the mic. Riley, come on, stay. So my opponent actually doubles out into Venusaur. Like, I don't know why he did that. I just went for a Spiky Shield to scout what my opponent wanted to do. Like, I could have wasted some PP for Floor Cannon since it's only 5. Max is 8. Hey, Riley. So, my opponent is Mega Venusaur, and if it's offensive tank, really the only thing he can do to Chesnaught is HP Fire. So I go on to Flareon. He can't Sludge Bomb me because Chesnaught has Bulletproof, which makes it immune to that. And yeah, my opponent went for the Sludge Bomb on a Chesnaught. I mean, why? I mean, I guess to be fair, he really had nothing to lose because I couldn't do anything. I mean, I could have set up a Spike. I mean, did he really want that? So, thankfully, Flareon is actually one of those powerful Pokemon ever. Like, seriously, Guts Adamant Flare Blitz from this thing annihilates this Venusaur. I mean, granted, that's a crit, but I really don't care about your thick fat. I don't care how thick you are. And unfortunately, Recoil takes me down. Unfortunately. Flareon did one thing, but it was a very good thing. So now nothing really walls Chesnaught. Aside from the frickin' Magearna. So, this is the turn where I think my opponent made the biggest mistake. So, he goes for a Hammer Arm on my Smeargle. Like, I don't get why you would do that. Like, first of all, Smeargle dies to anything. His defenses are so low. Like, second, Hammer Arm just allows me to go into Gardevoir and revenge kill you easier. Like, here's my thought process. If he went into Earthquake, I couldn't go out into Gardevoir. Basically, if my opponent went for Earthquake, I couldn't go out into Gardevoir and revenge kill this thing. So, I'd be forced to go out into Chesnaught, and then he'd be forced into Zapdos to just defuck away my Sticky Webs. Like, that's what he should have done right here. And as you see right here, I was able to get my Sticky Webs up, and I'm free to go out into Gardevoir. He is confirmed Choice Scarfed, and he's locked off into a ×4 resisted move, and asleep, so that's really nice. So, no reason not to just Hyper Voice right here. And thankfully, because the thing is not defensive, I too take it out with Mimi. Look at Mimi picking up the team, just putting it on her back. Jesus, get over her backpack, Jesus. Alright, so Magearna comes in, and yeah, this thing is annoying. Very annoying. I'm pretty much forced to sack off Smeargle right here just to get in Chesnaught. Focus Blast does like, I think minimum 21%, so I have to get, I basically have to rely on Chesnaught getting Magearna to that range with Drain Punch. And, unfortunately, it's not gonna be easy because he does get a Soul Heart boost right here. And he can just Floor Cannon away. He can just Floor Cannon my Chesnaught away. But he didn't do that, strangely enough. Like, as you'll see here, my Chesnaught comes in. I go for the Drain Punch, which actually does a decent amount, and it'll get it to 21%, like, in another hit. But as you'll see right here, my opponent goes for the Flash Cannon, and I don't get why. He was a +1 already, so if he just went down to -2, Soulheart would have gotten him up to neutral attack. So he really had no reason to do that. Maybe he just didn't want to risk missing. I'm not entirely sure. So Drain Punch does get him to minimum 21%. Almost said 91. That's not true. So he does finish my Chesnaught off with a Flash Cannon. That is unfortunate. He gets a second Soulheart boost. Ah, man. So it's pretty much Mimi versus the world, and all I really have to do is just land this Focus Blast and frickin' kill this thing. And what do you know? My frickin' amazing wife right here just lands for the Focus Blast and kills this frickin' Magearna. Could I stun her any more times? So this is pretty much GG. I really do think that Hammer Arm play was his biggest mistake. Like, he could have picked it up back there with Magearna, but he really had no reason to Hammer Arm. Like, if he Earthquake, he would have gotten a free defog on Chesnaught, and that would have allowed his Greninja to basically not outspeed my Gardevoir and not get outsped by... It would have allowed his Greninja to not get outsped by my Gardevoir and frickin' kill me. So I don't really know why he did that. Oh, maybe he was just confident enough to, maybe he wasn't expecting WEBS, is the thing. Maybe. But as you'll see right here, Greninja doesn't fall to this frickin' Hyper Voice because he's Focus Sash. And what is with this, like, early X and Y sets? I don't get it. Focus Sash Greninja? Okay, so here's why. Here's why Greninja doesn't run Focus Sash anymore. It needs the Life Orb power to frickin' knock me out. Because he goes for Water Shuriken right here, and frickin' look at this. Look at this. Done. You're done. I mean, I guess to be fair, Focus Sash did help him have a chance to win. I mean, if he got one more hit on Water Shuriken, it would have been game over for me, but whatever. You can run whenever you want. It just catches me off guard. So Mimi freaking carried this team on her back. This team was supposed to be built around Flareon, but Mimi stole the show as an amazing Pokemon she is. Fuck Tapu Lele. So if you like this team and want to use it for yourself, it's down below in the description. And if you want to see more battles of mine or the content in general, be sure to click like, comment, or even subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!